Welcome everyone to another day of Be Agile Scrum. This is the day which I call it as a transition day, where it is the end of BA Scrum, as well as this is the start of day one, week one of Be Agile Scrum call. So how it is going to happen, what we have achieved, and what we are going to achieve at the end of this complete track that we are going to quickly just have a look at it. Okay, so I know that you guys have worked together really on one document creation, and I am sure you must have experienced some challenges, because if you have not experienced any challenges, then there is no what do you call, there is no point. So I want everyone to be prepared with the challenges you might have experienced to speak that out. So and on this point, I'm going to ask one of you participants, so share the screen. So I think Varsha, you can share your screen, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, please go ahead.
So can everyone see the screen, or should I?
No, it has.
Just a second.
Yeah, now I can see, I guess. Yeah.
All others can see the screen.
Yes, it's visible.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So should I start or?
Yes.
Sure.
So before you start, I might invite one of our participants to share the assignment what she has worked upon. So Varsha, back to you. So please share the screen and explain that what you have guys achieved together.
Sure. So first of all, welcome to the team, Chaitali.
Yeah, thank you. Just a note, whoever is
Thank
not
you.
speaking, please go on mute. A little bit, noise coming from some of the. Yes, thank you. Yeah, Varsha, please go ahead.
Okay. So one more time, good morning, Gaurav and Prema, and good evening to rest of the team members. So I'm just going to do a quick introduction to the project that is assigned to us as a part of Be Agile Scrum track training. And so the project that is assigned to us is to prepare BRD, which is called as Business Requirement Document. So as Gaurav suggested, so while preparing BRD, what he said that we can choose to have any functionality, adding any functionality as a project, or it could be a whole and soul new software system development, or it could be fixing of bug or resolving a problem. So as a team, we selected healthcare as a domain, since most of us are working in this domain. And the project that we selected is adding a functionality to the portal of a company. And we have a team of 7 members, and our team includes Neela, Abha, Bela, Brijesh, Kamini, Rupa, and I, that is Varsha. And I'll just talk about the phases of this project. In this project, there are 2 phases. In the first phase, we acted as the Scrum team members, and as we all know, in the Scrum team, there is business analyst, there is Scrum master, there is product owner, there is a developer, the tester, and the stakeholders or the functional leads of other teams. So since ours is a very small team, what we decided is uh, in the Scrum team, we selected 3 roles, and these 3 roles are the ones who add most of the inputs in the BRD or business requirement document. So hence the team was divided into three roles, that is business analyst, product owner, and tester. So as a coordinator or as a person who's facilitating the team, I took up the responsibility of Scrum Master. So in the first phase, what we did, the people who are as a part of that acting as a role, they shared the inputs from the perspective of that role. That was the first phase. And the second phase of the project was we were not acting as a part of a specific role, but we shared our review on each other's updates. So this part was very interesting, and there was a lot of brainstorming in this part, and it was quite a good teamwork in this case. So that's how this project was into 2 phases. And the team that includes, so I will also, that includes perform the various roles their party and the time they have given for this project. I would like to specifically thank Anila and Brijesh. So both of them have taken a lot of interest. So Brijesh, apart from his job, he has worked on it. And Anila, considering she has a lot of responsibilities, small kids, she has taken a lot of time, interest, and in preparing a lot of things in this. So let's go to the go through the BRD here, and I'll just let you know how we are going to present this business requirement document. I will start with the introduction part, and then each team members has been assigned with a topic, and they will talk about those topics. And that's how the flow of this business requirement document will go. If anyone has some comments, review, Gaurav, Prerna, and anybody else in the team, we can talk about those things then and there. So it will be helpful for us to work on the improvement part. So I think we are good so far.
Yeah, Varsha, continue.
Sure. So let's start with the BRD. So as you can see on the first page, the project is telehealth appointments on the patient portal of Guruschools Healthcare. So Guruschools Healthcare is a healthcare system, and this company is looking for adding functionality to the existing functionality. So existing functionality is there is always in-person patient in-person doctor meetings can be scheduled by the patients, but a video visit or a virtual appointment with the doctors, we are going to add as a part of functionality. And here the team has prepared business requirement document for this functionality. This is the version 3, which is you can see in the second page. It has been revised twice. So first part is versions and approvals. So you can see the history here. I'm just going to read out the part below it because since it's very clear and self-explanatory. So this document has been approved as the official business requirement document of telehealth appointments on patient portal of Guruschools Healthcare and accurately reflects the current understanding of business requirements. So following approval of this document, requirement changes will be governed by the project's change management process, including impact analysis, appropriate reviews, and approvals. Since the document is not yet approved, this part has not been filled in, the approval part. I'm moving to next page, and that is page of table of contents. So this page, as I said before, each topic will be taken by each team member, and they will explain or read through the BRD. So the first is project detail. Name of the project is telehealth appointments on patient portal of Guruschools Healthcare. Project type. So there are two types of project. One is enhancement and new or a new initiation. This is an enhancement in the existing software. That's why we have mentioned it as enhancement. There's project start date, which is 1st of November, and end date is 9th of November. Sponsor is Gaurav Kumar, who is the head of patient services, Guruschools Healthcare. And division is obviously patient services. And within this division, the function is IT building of patient services. So we can see in the overview, this document is help us to do first is creating solution designs, developing test plans, test scripts and test cases, determining project completion, and most important, assessing project success. And you can see here in the resources, the document resources are the team members who have provided inputs for preparing this document. You can see the list here, which include the sponsor, there are 2 members from the client or the stakeholder side, and rest of them are internal stakeholders from the IT department of patient services. So from the next point, that is project overview, I'm going to give it to Bela. She's going to start with this part, and I want to again thank all the team members for their support throughout this project. So Bela, over to you. Bela, you there, right?
Thank you, Varsha.
Yeah.
Do I have to use your screen? So you're going to use? Okay.
Yes, you can use this screen. Are you able to see it?
Yes, yeah, I can.
Okay.
Okay. So Varsha already introduced about introductions he gave, and I'm going to read up to the project overview and the background. So I'm going to read through that. So this project overview and background is the brief description of what the project is about. It includes the current situation, the problem, and the objectives. This section serves as the vision statement for the requirements. So each requirement should bring the project closer to the vision. So this is the project overview about the Guruschools healthcare. So Guruschools Healthcare is non-profit healthcare system founded in 1988 with the headquarters located at Austin, Texas. As of 2021, Guruschools Healthcare has 26 hospitals and over 300 sites of care, including hundreds of physicians. So with the strong base of paying quality healthcare, the Guruschools healthcare has always ensured to be up to date with the latest technology in order to serve the patient with the high standards. So there is a, Varsha, can you go?
Yeah, sure. I'll move on to
So
the
while
next
you are
page.
scrolling, let me put a disclaimer over here. Even if you are listening to the recording, whatever the dates or whatever the numbers you are listening over here, these are the for reference point of view. And this is mere to complete a dummy project. Dummy project, when I say, it means that this is just mere a reference. This is just an indicator. That's it. So yeah, back to you, Bela. Yeah, go ahead.
So I'm going to go to with the current situation, which is the patient portal currently allows the scheduling of in-office visit, but in the current pandemic situation, this feature is not very effective. So we will be adding the feature to schedule the telehealth visit to the portal. And the problem is the patients who need the urgent care are struggling to find the spots to get in. So the schedule in office are very busy. So with this growing volume and no resources, patient will start to go elsewhere for their care. So our main objective to ensure the patient needs are met. So we will use the telehealth appointment to get the patient in sooner and get the care they need. So our goal is to create a user-friendly experience for the both patient and the provider. And it's back to the Kamini. She will explain project dependency. Thank you, everyone.
Yes. Hello. Yes. So project dependency. So there is no project dependency, and then stakeholders. The following comprises in internal and external stakeholders whose requirements are represented by this document. So that is the stakeholders and project scope. So enhancement in the patient portal to provide effective medical support through telehealth video like virtual visit during this pandemic situation. So in this pandemic situation, the virtual visit is most important. In-person visit is also important, but the virtual visit is most important on this pandemic. So this project does not intend to make changes in the existing follow-up in-person visit.
Gaurav
No.
and Prerna, am I audible?
Yes, Varsha, tell me.
What here we are trying to talk is the first line clearly talks about the vision and what we are looking from this project to achieve.
Right.
And the
Right.
second line, that is the project does not intend to make any changes in the existing flow of in-person visit. It says what is completely out of project. What
Yeah, in
this is the
scope
part we are
and
not going to
out
touch
of
upon.
scope.
Yeah, so out of scope. So that's what Kamini was trying to talk about.
Yeah, yeah.
So Kamini is done with her part, and next Anila is going to take over. So
Thank you,
Anila,
everyone.
over to you.
Okay. Please go ahead.
Thank you, Varsha. And hi, everyone. I take this opportunity to give a list of assumptions and constraints that we have come across while preparing the BRD. And based on this, we have come up with the requirements. Now, as you all see, these assumptions are very generic. Am I audible to you all?
Yes, Anila, very well.
Okay. So these assumptions are very generic. Now here, we have already an existing system available. We are just doing an enhancement to this system. So here we have assumed that the app is, that is the patient portal app, is already downloaded in the patient's device. At the same time, as this app is already existing, or this system is already existed, we also have assumed that the patient will have all login details for logging into the system. And here, at the same time, the patient here, at the same time, this being a telehealth enhancement, here the patient will utilize, or only at that point of time, whoever is the provider, or the list of providers available at that point of time, will be utilized by the patients. And also we have come up with an assumption that being this an existing system, we have already the medical records and the providers information, which already we have assumed it is correct, because the existing system is already being in use. So there is no chance of being any incorrect information regarding these providers and the medical records. At the same time, being this an just an enhancement, we have made, or we have assumed that this telehealth system will be accessible on all the devices where the actual existing system is accessed. I hope everyone you understood, which means, as the patient portal is being already used in certain devices, only those devices can be, the telehealth, the enhancement can be used. So at the same time, we have assumed that the guidelines and the health section, it's already available in the existing system, that can help the patients to navigate through the system. And also we have assumed that the video calling, that is the telehealth enhancement, will work properly, or it will go smoothly with a good internet connectivity. That means like we should have about 150 Mbps. And at the same time, we have assumed that the system is already, that is the existing system is already encrypted. So the enhancement is also, it continues with the same data. Everything is protected. And at the same time, we have come across few restrictions while preparing this whole, this project. Now here we have made that the patients, there is a time limit for the patients to schedule an appointment. That is, for example, if a patient has got, if he takes more than 15 minutes, then there is a timeout. That is, the page gets expired. So that is one of our constraints that we have brought into. And at the same time, during 8 p.m. to 3 p.m., the patients, neither the providers or anyone who, the admin people, they won't be able to use the system because it will be under maintenance. So these are the system, assumptions and constraints that we have listed earlier. If you have any questions, you can.
So can continue in the flow. Whoever wants to
Yeah.
come next.
Yes.
Sure. So Brijesh, would you like to take this?
Hey everyone, yes. So moving on into the document, we have the use case diagram.
You want me to go to the diagram directly, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Here.
All right. So for this use case diagram, I use the patient, the system, and the provider as a part of the people doing the actions. So just to start, the patient starts to log in the registration. They would then click find a provider while using the patient portal. It would prompt them to select a provider within a 10-mile radius, which then would flow into selecting a provider that's available within the next 2 hours. After that, the patient would put in what the main reason is for the visit. The next page would move on to selecting time from available appointments. After that, you fill in the registration information, and then it confirms the appointment when all the info is entered. And then it gets a confirmation text with the link sent to the patient from the system. And you see that working, the system sending the confirmation text. And then on a separate encounter, when the patient is ready, the line on the bottom going to click link to enter waiting room, that would then lead to the provider and the patient connecting in the appointment room, which would do the system, the patient, and the provider on that action. And then the provider would then make the updates in the chart and have any orders or any testing that may be required. And that was just a use case diagram to use as example. And then we'll move on to the business requirements. Oh, go ahead.
All right. Sure. So Brijesh, would you mind explaining what the waiting room concept is here in virtual meeting?
So the waiting room is just when you get a link, it's a virtual room that the patient waits for the doctor or the provider to connect into.
Okay, so understanding is suppose the previous patient who is already having a virtual meeting with the doctor, the meeting gets extended. This patient will be in the waiting room, right?
Exactly, yes.
All right, thank you. So I'm moving to the next part, and that's the most important part of this document. That is the business requirements. And I'm going to talk about the business requirement here. So I'm just going to read out first the following sections document the various business requirements of this project. So this table has 5 columns. The first one is the requirement type, which is functional or non-functional. Then requirement ID. So BR is business requirement, TR is test requirement. That's how this. Then the requirement description, what exactly the requirement is, must and want, which means if this is a must requirement without which we cannot do, or want is something that we would like to have, but that cannot be the priority as of now. And finally, the comments. If we have any comments or reference documents, we can add those into the comments section. Let me tell you very honestly here, when we were discussing about the requirements, we were not very sure which requirement to put as a want. I mean, every requirement, the more we were thinking or talking or brainstorming, we thought that it is a must one. So all the requirements in our list are must. And maybe Gaurav, Prerna, and rest of the team members, when we are, kind of talking about it again, we can discuss whether they are actually must or they are part of want. So let's start with the first requirement here. The first obviously requirement for this adding functionality of video visit to the existing functionality of in-person patient visit is the telehealth appointment scheduling should show on the portal homepage. Obviously, this the option should be seen on the portal. The second requirement is patient should be able to select telehealth appointment scheduling option. So the selection option should be available or open to the patient. The third is patient should be able to enter the zip code. This is a very important step because zip code is the thing that is going to determine our main requirement of determining the distance for the doctor, because our requirement is that the doctor should be or the provider should be within 10 miles radius of the patient's location. So zip code is a primary condition for that. So once the patient enters the zip code, the next step is the system should generate list of doctors within 10 miles radius of the zip code entered. So that's how the list gets generated. The next one is after selecting the provider. So once here within 10 miles radius, the patient selects the provider is doctor available, then patient should be able to enter the reason for appointment. Actually, all of you must have seen that reason for appointment is an important part of the overall that page. Then the next step is patient should be able to select time as per his her choice, but within next 2 hours. So this functionality that what we are talking about to add on the Guruschools healthcare has two important requirements here. One is the doctor should be within 10 miles radius, and second, the doctor should be available in the next 2 hours. Because we in the pandemic situation, we are we as a Guruschool healthcare would like to support those patients who require urgent help or urgent care, but due to the situation they are not in a position to go, and also they are not as a part of emergency situation where no other option is available. So these patients can be taken care through this uh, through this functionality. So I'm moving to the next step where patient will, so once the patient has also selected the time period and the distance, then patient will get an appointment confirmation text with link to the telehealth appointment waiting room. Bridges talked about this same in the use case. So once this information is filled in, the text is the patient get the text with the link for the waiting room. This is a virtual waiting room, obviously. And on the successful of booking of the appointment, the patient should get a notification via email about the appointment details and the instructions on how to access the telehealth waiting room. So here two things has to be worked on by the development team. One, the patient should get a confirmation for the appointment scheduling, and at the same time, he should also get the instructions on how to access the waiting room. Next is provider. This is from provider side, where the provider should get confirmation with patient information, the reason for visit, and appointment details. At the same time, the patient should be able to cancel the scheduled appointment. So these two options are available to the patient. One is cancellation of appointment, which has been scheduled, and the second one is rescheduling of appointment. So these are the business requirements that we were able to list. Now I'm moving to the reporting requirements. Actually, there are few. Even though these are part of reporting requirement, we were still confused whether they should be part of reporting or business. But we have segregated them under reporting requirements. So the first one that I'm going to share, that is clearly reporting requirement, where the testing results should be analyzed and reports should be submitted to development team. So this is for a testing team, where once the testing team completes the testing, the reports should be analyzed and they should be submitted to the development team. So if there is any revision needs to be done, if anything to be worked upon, it can be a good reference point for the development team. Next reporting requirement is patient volume reports. Specialty wise, what I mean by specialty wise is the like it could be any neurology or orthopedics, or it could be OBGYN. So These patient volume report is the appointment those have been scheduled throughout this period should be conducted daily, and it should be added to the master dashboard. This requirement, we are not sure whether it should be business requirement or report, but we have mentioned it in reporting requirements. The next is for providers reporting. At the end of the visit, provider should be able to add notes, prescription, log hours, and summary of visits. So this is important because the provider needs to act on the uh, act after the patient visit. And finally, patient cancellation or no-show report should be conducted daily and added to the master dashboard. So this is again a reporting requirement or business requirement. There was a confusion, but we have added to the reporting requirements. So I have gone through the business requirements and the reporting requirements. And the next part of the requirement, that is testing requirements, Rupa is going to talk about. Rupa, over to you.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. This is Rupa. I'm test lead of this particular project. On the TR1, the telehealth features must follow the quality guidelines of Guruschools Healthcare Quality Manual. They have to maintain the good quality standards. The telehealth means it is the video virtual meet. So for that way, they have to maintain the good quality and good standards. Can you move to the next page, Varsha?
Sure, absolutely. Sure.
Yeah. The TR2 is the requirement that are identified and accepted must be measurable. It is the requirement should be what they discussed in the business requirement. It should be the requirement should be the identified and it should be acceptable. And it is the requirement should be it is a valuable also. That's it. That the 2 points is mine.
Okay, sure.
Yeah,
So
thank you.
yeah. Brijesh, would you like to take up next two requirements, that is user access and service level?
Sure, yeah. So the next requirement we have is the user access and security requirements. The first one is all HIPAA standards must be followed, in which the software security is an integral part of security. And just for all unfamiliar, HIPAA's Health Information Privacy Protection Act. The
So
second
what
one
does
is
it act is about?
it's really just to protect your information, your health information.
Patient information.
As you know, that's
Correct.
private. Yeah. And then the second one is security systems will receive update to support additional feature. The third requirement would be all office staff must be granted access to all functionalities. And the fourth being all services should be encrypted. The next set of requirements is service level and performance requirements. The first one is technical debt ratio should be less than or equal to 5%. The second, the system should have a response and loading time in 1.5 seconds. And the third being the patient volume should show increase through addition of the new feature.
Yeah.
Over to the next person.
Yeah, thank you. Anila, would you like to take scalability requirements?
Yeah. Before getting into the scalability requirement, I would like to say, like, while preparing the BRD, I mean, we could only think about just one scalability requirement. That is what we have kept it like as it is. So scalability requirements, as we all know, every system is scalable to an extent. Now here in this particular system, we have made 1,000 concurrent users to access without a decline in the performance. So that is the only, scalability we could think about. So with that, yeah, next to support and maintenance requirement.
Sure. So Abha, would you like to take this?
Yes. So it's support and maintenance requirements. So we talked about all the assumptions and constraints, and based on that, we prepared the requirements that are needed. So once the IT department, they build up that the requirements are met as per the stakeholders' requirements. So then it's the duty of the IT support team and the IT build team to uh, make it like function, the enhancements that are dead. So it should run in a performance should be maintained. Like if there's any glitch in that, so they help to improvise it. So first one is ongoing support and assistance to be provided to the client once the feature is implemented. And so this is a must requirement. And the second one is creating provider schedule templates that integrates with EMR, that is electronic medical records. So once like the provider fills the template, so automatically the next page it's integrated in the record system to fill for the next patient. And the third one is the add language line to telehealth system. As we all know, like in the United States, there are so many people from different languages, and one particular Spanish speaking population that is very high in number in United States, and it is the like second language in United States. So many people who are not they cannot speak or understand English. So there's another language that is for them to be so that they can easily make appointments and see the doctor during their need. So the second language is added to the telehealth system. So I think that's it of the whole BRD.
Yeah. So thank you, Abba, for sharing the support and maintenance requirement. Now, Gaurav, there are a few other things in the original template of this business requirement document. But if we open the track changes, we can see that those things, especially the appendix, the existing and as is flow and would be process flow, and the traceability metrics, these three parts we have cancelled out of it because traceability we were not sure like what information to be filled in and whether we have the full-fledged information with us. So we have not worked upon those details. So if you would like to see what changes and who and when those are made, we can open those, but just let us know.
Yeah, sure. So understand that first of all, I really want to all of you to do one thing. I want every one of you listening, participating, please bring your left palm in front of your chest, okay? And put your right elbow onto that. Have you done that? Everyone? Let me repeat. Bring your left palm in front of your chest and put your right elbow onto that. And look at the right palm. Are you doing that?
Yes.
Yeah.
And touch your left shoulder. Again, bring back the right palm in front of you. Look at it. Touch your left shoulder. Are you doing that?
Yes.
Yes.
Do it more 3 times. Touch back your left shoulder and say you have done a great job. You have done a great
so
job.
we are, it's a self-applause.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
so a round of applause. Great teamwork, and really, you have played just like a scrum team, because the maximum extent to going limit of any scrum team is not more than 8 or 9 members. You played at the threshold. That's number one. Every single person could involve. I really appreciate Brijesh, because it had been only 1 or 2 days, and after that he jumped into this and he gave his maximum. I really want to appreciate Rupa and Abha. Even for them, these were just a couple of days, and they went into a few sessions of business analysis. They could pick up the things, and again they could contribute. I also once again want to appreciate Kamini. She was not able to attend few of the classes at the end, and still she could get connected, get plugged with you guys, and participate as a team member. And overall, Anila, the way you have just means supported the entire thing, and Varsha means working as a Scrum Master. And the most important thing was that what I could see here as a team, that you really worked as a cross-functional and self-organizing team, because sponsors should not need not to give any instruction to the team member, or even the project manager or the business head need to give any instruction to the team what you need to do, what you need not to do. And that's when the picture of self-organizing team and cross-functional team comes into the picture, and you have played well. Forget about that, what should be the correct stuff, what should not be the correct. For requirement traceability metrics, this is the total creation of testing division. They prepare the requirement traceability
Yes.
metrics separately.
Yes.
So that is not the inclusion of this document. So you could have mentioned that exclusion, and then mention over there in
Okay.
exclusion, this is the requirement traceability matrix. And once again, really a super duper clap for you.
Yeah,
And
thank
we are
you.
coming back to the reality and real gems while talking to each one of you. So be prepared. But before I could really finish up this really these notes, Prerna ji, I really want to take this opportunity and speak of what you feel like saying. And also one important note for Chaitali, that we expect you not to understand much more things. If you could
Yes.
understand, that is better. Otherwise, I really don't expect you to understand many things over here. Yeah, back to you, Prerna ji.
Okay, so first of all, I would just like to start with a round of a big applause for everybody. Please clap for
Join in.
yourself, your hard work, your smart work, your dedication. And I was actually surprised even yesterday when I spoke with Varsha. She wanted to share the document, and my first reaction to the her work was that you guys actually could work during the Diwali holidays, being geographically at different locations, having your old household responsibilities. And as you rightly mentioned, Brijesh is quite new, and some of you have just joined few sessions back, but still the dedication and commitment is definitely worth praising. And I just would like to highlight what Gaurav had mentioned perfectly, that you did, all of you, like, Varsha, Kamini, Rupa, everybody, don't say that, don't feel that if I'm not taking your name, I'm missing, like Abha, Anila, Bela, Brijesh, everybody acted on their role perfect. I want to highlight that it's not about only the contents of that document, but how everybody presented their part. Let it be user case, let it be assumptions, let it be the testing scenario. Everything was beyond at least my expectation. Trust me, I listened to the entire presentation. You all had practiced really well, and I really wonder how, because you did not have that long duration to practice, so you had given the parts to everybody. Varsha led in a great way as a scrum master, managing or starting the presentation. Then everybody had their own part. They explained whatever they worked on or what are the document consisted of. So trust me, the objective of giving this assignment, I think Gaurav would also agree on this, is kind of fulfilled, that you all acted as a team, you all participated, you all contributed, and you all presented also well. So trust me, even in the real life, in the actual industry, this is what matters a lot, that being able to work productively and constructively in a team, being able to communicate well, being able to give your insights and your opinion, and then ultimately achieving the final goal. So yes, I again congratulate all of you. This is like a Diwali bonus or gift for us. I'm very happy to see the result. Though I went to the document, but when you guys read it out or presented, it really felt a lot more live, and could see your efforts. So I'm very happy. And coming
Thank you.
back to yes. So yes, you do deserve a nice small party to yourself, or any break you would like to have. Please take in
Thank you.
upcoming days, because you guys have really done a great job, and that encourages us as a trainer to give you more challenging and more interesting tasks going ahead. So now, coming back to Chaitali, Chaitali is a person who have joined. I've known her for many years, around say 21 odd years. We are from same college, from different streams, and she also has a keen interest. So I would request Chaitali to introduce herself, and then I would also request Gaurav and other participants to give a few lines about yourself, so she'll also feel comfortable. And I'm pretty sure, Chaitali, this lecture might be a little difficult for you because it was an ongoing process, so do not worry. It will be a very fun-filled and interesting ride going ahead, because you will be able to understand a lot more different topics. This was an ongoing assignment, that's why you did not have a background to it, but I hope you must have gathered some knowledge out of it. So,
So
Chaitali, please
before
unmute
Chaitali
yourself.
start, let me
Yes.
tell once again for Chaitali. So this is the transition session where we are just ending the previous batch and also getting into the new batch. So you are going to see that at what point we are getting into the new session, and this is helpful for everyone. Available on the screen, you can see why, because few of you have seen when you were giving us the summary that why exactly you need to come up with the complete strength on the knowledge of complete strengthened knowledge of the business analysis and agile scrum part. So yeah, that's what you are going to witness. Back to you, Chaitali, you can introduce.
Yeah, hi. Right now, and my background, regarding my background, I have done my graduation in English literature, and post that, till recently, last year, I was working for Star India, and I was into content compliance. So it was a bit of uh, a legal team, you can say, where we had to go through the content and give edits. So basically, like you can say, like certifications and so approvals basically. So before the content is uploaded, like it comes on the television, we used to go through the content and give suggestions, edits, or changes or whatever, so that there are no complaints. So that was my job. And I moved to Dubai. I relocated to Dubai last year only. Till then, I was in Mumbai itself, and I have known Prerna for many years now. So she introduced me. She told me that because I was looking for a career change, so that is the reason I decided to join this batch. It was great actually. After going through all the documents and everything that you guys were showing, a little bit, some of the things went like, it was like a little bit different experience, but it was quite good. I could understand a lot of things. And thank you, Gaurav sir, Reena ma'am, and everyone. Thank you so much.
So welcome, Chaitali. And here we don't work on sir, ma'am. So please call us by our first names. Really appreciate that. So yes, Gaurav, over to you.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Prerna, for Ms. Letting us know about Chaitali. So Chaitali, thank you for a wonderful introduction. Welcome over here on the board. And everyone, if you can hear me, I think you can. Yeah. So I am one of the trainer along with Prerna over here for business analysis Scrum track. And last 16 years, I am into corporate industry, into IT. I have seen my personal journey starting contributing into IT from associate to the PMO level. Currently, I'm working with one of the US based company highly into government security, and yeah, looking after multiple things. And my main job is of release management into PMO. And yeah, so from training front, I have personally um, trained around 6,000, more than 6,000 individuals on a different area of the life. So I'm also as a you can say by choice and by interest, I'm also a mindset coach, scale up coach. So that's all about me. I just want to pass now to Varsha. You can go ahead and pass the ball and introduce each one of you one by one. So Varsha, go ahead.
Sure. So welcome Chaitali to the team. And as you know, my name is Varsha, and I have total 11 years of work experience, out of which most of which is into manufacturing and supply chain. I have done masters in economics, so I'm looking for a career change, and I think starting with BA Agile Scrum track with Guruschools can be a very really good starting point. And also, since I'm here from I think August, Anila and I joined on the same day. So in this journey from August till today, I feel much confident, and uh, I feel much comfortable, at least with the overall terminology. Why I'm saying this in this forum is because most of us do not have the IT background. And see, when you actually start, you feel pretty much uncomfortable, like whether I'll be able to cope up with this. But I can tell you my experience. If, if if you have work experience, obviously it helps. But even if you don't have a experience, if you put in your own efforts, I think we get along with this very easily. So thank you, and I'm passing it to um, Kamini.
Yes. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Chaitali. So my name is Kamini. I live in New Jersey, and I have done MA BEd in India, and I came here in 2013. And after that, I changed my career in medical. And right now, I'm working in LabCorp as a phlebotomist. And again, I changed to my career in IT. So yes, before I don't know anything about the IT, and even though I don't know so many words, what they are using in IT field. So now I know that. So you will get it too. And good luck. Thank you. Over to Brijesh.
Hey, yes, my name is Burgess Patel. I'm also actually in New Jersey. I currently work for a hospital system. I'm a supervisor there. And yeah, I was looking to get into the IT field, business analyst, Scrum, um, agile kind of field. And yeah, I started not too long ago, probably about a month ago. And I've learned a lot so far. And yeah, welcome to you, Chaitali. And I'll tag Abba.
Hi, this is Abha here. So basically, I was a dentist in India, and when I came here, like I wanted to pursue dental field only, but it could not make it. So I was trying to pay different fields. Like I went into insurance field. So, but then which I did not enjoy doing that. So now, so I wanted to do into IT fields. So in the basics, like I want to do like healthcare analyst job. So here I am learning it, and it's been for a month for me now, and looking forward to more learning here. Thank you, and I'll tag Bela.
Okay. Hi everyone, welcome Chatali to the team. This is Bela. I'm also from New Jersey. I'm a diploma pharmacy and lab technician. I work in India. Since 2009, I'm working as a phlebotomist. So it's almost 12 years in lab call. I joined this class. I don't know anything about IT. So I'm, learning new words and everything. And my goal is, to get I want to change the career path. So, and, I have communication problem also, but still I'm trying my best to do this. So there you go. I'm going to forward to Rupa.
Hi everyone. Hi Chaitali. This is Rupa. I'm from Virginia. I did my MBA HR, that is long back. And after that, I did my IT recruiting and HR job. After that, I got a long gap. So now I want to change my career and I want to become a Scrum Master. So that's the reason I joined these classes, but it is very interesting. And I learned many things in few weeks. I joined in few weeks back only, but I learned many things. Thank you.
So Rupa, you can pass to someone.
Who's there? Everybody is done.
I think Anila,
Yeah.
you need to pass.
Anila, yeah.
Hi, Chaitali. My name is Anila Zakaria, and I have completed my master's in computer application. I was working in India, but from the time I came to US, I wasn't working. It has been almost 7 to 8 years. I'm not working. So right now I thought of restarting my career. That's how I am here. And I used to go through all the YouTube videos about business analyst and all, and that's how I thought, okay, I'll go for this course and get a job in as a business analyst. And yeah, it's like I feel a change right now because as Varsha said, I am being here from August, and I definitely am feeling the change right now after attending so many sessions and the classes and all, and that's how I'm. Yeah, welcome, Chetan.
So yeah, thank you so much, Anila. Prerna, do you want to add up and reintroduce yourself?
Yes, in a brief. So yes, welcome, Chaitali. I know we have had a lot of in detail talks, but just I'm so happy that you're here and get our journey started. So I am a trainer at Guruschools, having around more than 13 years of total experience into IT. I've worked for different companies in different roles, starting with pure development to techno-functional to currently working as a PMO in one of the leading banks. And here we totally have a super fun filled yet very informative and knowledgeable sessions. I'm pretty sure there is a lot in the store for all of you. And here we really have a great enthusiastic team wherein everybody is interactive. So I just wanted to declare that once again for Chaitali as well as for others. I know you all are very much aware all our sessions are always interactive. We do talk, we do ask a lot of questions, and we really want all of you to get, what I would say, into the sessions, asking questions, understanding. It's not a monologue, it's a lot of dialogue going on. So yes, welcome all of you once again, and I'm very happy with today's presentation. So let's get started. So over to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Now coming back to the biggest point, okay, which I was really waiting for. So I am going to call every single person out here. You don't need to tag. I'm going to call them. And I'm going to ask you one thing. So first of all, I really want to invite Brijesh. You can unmute yourself. And I'm going to put you on. Okay, because there is no camera on. So I cannot make you on the spotlight. But yeah, so even though you are not on spotlight, you can speak up. So Brijesh, tell me what exactly happened to you. Means when you heard about this assignment, someone tried approaching you. It was just a second or third session, I guess. So what exactly you felt? What exactly means what was happening to you, Brijesh? Over to you.
Yeah, so I was excited. I felt like it was a chance to learn how to do a business requirement document. I was able to do my own research, look ahead, try to see what other ones look like. And yeah, it was just excited. For me, it was exciting.
Wow, great, and happy to know that you were excited. Any biggest challenge throughout the process you faced, Brijesh?
For me personally, it was just trying to make sure I had enough time to work on it, just between work and everything else. But
Okay.
everything else was good.
Okay, so it was all about managing your own time. Yeah, and you were able to manage that successfully.
Yes, for most parts. So
Okay.
yeah, for most parts.
So how why do you think that you were able to manage that? Because I know that you have some other commitment as well. So how was it possible, Brijesh, for you?
Just to make time around work, after work, just kind of, in between responsibilities. And also we had a session kind of in between work as well, just trying to make time for it here and there.
Okay, so what I understand from you that being into the touch, that was one key factor, and second, personal excitement, and the third, readiness. These are the three factors which made the time possible for you to contribute into this project, what you showcased, right, Brijesh?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. So these are three important factors Brijesh has given. That is about his readiness, touch base, and excitement, readiness to do that. So thank you so much, Brijesh. Wonderful input from your end. So big round of applause for Brijesh can we have? And just Brijesh, you can listen to these claps. Not from everyone, but yeah, through me. So thank you so much, Brijesh, for sharing. Let's move back to Abha, because even for Abha, it was just couple of days and she entered over here. Abha, what happened to you? Kindly share when you were undergoing the
Yeah, it was.
challenges and all you can share.
Yeah, it was like initially like I thought like it's a Diwali week and we have to do it will be difficult for to and my on the top of that my son was having the whole 1 week off from school. So but when the group started, like Varsha and Rupa, Anila, they were like all so prepared, and it made like the group task was the group participation was so good, like it made it easy to do the project with like the Varsha did all the like initial thing, so she like divided the roles to us, and like it was good, and it was fun working on it.
Wow. Amazing, brilliant, Abha. So what I hear from you is that initially there was challenges in the head, but when team spirit lifted, everything thing was planned and easy and fun, right? So it's
Yes.
all about that how the team leads you. So the entire team was the leading factor, right,
Yes.
Abha?
That
Yeah,
that
so that's the power of self-organizing team that you have just now brought up. Thank you so much for sharing this wonderful insight through you, Abha. This was amazing share. So everyone can unmute yourself and clap for Abha for sharing this. Thank you so much. Thank you. So now coming back to Rupa, I know that it was your also around 3 or 4 lectures, and then you jumped directly into the project. What was your experience? What happened to you, Rupa?
Hi everyone, this is Rupa. First, actually, I don't know about the BA when I joined, before when I joined. So after that BA classes, I'm okay for that. I understand what is BA. But suddenly, but you have to prepare the project means I scared little bit. But after that, the teamwork and what I have to do, that everybody is explaining, everybody is sharing the points. Everybody, we put the Zoom calls also 2-3 times in the night time. So everybody is sharing their points, me also sharing my points, like that the how, what we have to do, what the product owner do, what the scrum master do, what the testing will do, like that everybody sharing their each and every points. Then I understand what is the exactly project and what we have to do. So finally, I'm very happy. So
Wow, amazing. Amazing, Rupa. So what I understand from you is that sharing the problem is the key factor. If you will keep it with yourself, the problem will remain as problem, but sharing in the team brings the solution. Is that right, Rupa? That's what you mean?
yes, yes, exactly.
And that's an amazing insight you have brought on the table. So really, kudos to you, and round of applause for Rupa. Everyone can unmute and really give a round of applause to her. Thank you so much for sharing this insight, Rupa. Now I want to go back to Kamini, because I know that she could not attain the entire call till the last workshop, and she missed a couple of them, and still she could contribute. Kamini, what exactly happened
Yes.
when you got into the project? Yeah.
Yes. So before, even though when I spoke with the Guru sir, I don't know about what is the business analysis. And then after I joined the classes, and after I joined some session, like some days very hectic for me, and I couldn't able to join the session. And after that, when came in the project, Varsha, and thank you for Varsha and Anila. They helped me a lot, and yes, I make it. I did it. So thank you for, and yes, it was very good teamwork.
Wow, amazing, Kamini. So, Kamini, what I hear from you is that being in the team definitely pulls you up to the
Yeah,
extent and
definitely.
to their capacity as well. So, it's all about team vibe, right, Kamini? And
Yes,
it is very
yes,
important to be with the team. Thank you so much for bringing this insight. Be with the team. That's the key insight Kamini has shared. And this round of applause to her. Thank you so much for sharing.
thank you so much.
Yeah. So now I'm going back to Bela. Bela, how you have seen yourself evolving is really commendable. The way you have put forth your entire understanding, your capacity, and I have seen you stretching. Okay, this was really amazing. What exactly happened when this project came to you? So what happened, Bela?
Yeah, initially I was excited to, work as a team, but I had to give credit to Varsha because she called me. Actually, I was at work, and when she called me, she said, "Can I speak to you?" I say yes. I mean it. So she speak to me, and she told me, "You encourage me, you motivate me." And I said, "Really?" And I said, "I'm going on vacation." Actually, I went to Florida for 3-4 days. I told her, I said, "I'm going to try to attend the Zoom meeting, and I'm going to be part of that." So I still attended the Zoom meeting, whatever Varsha said, and I, keep touch with her and the whole entire team. We work as a team. I also, talk to Bridges. I discuss, the points, and I write it down also in requirement. So it was a fun and difficult for me, but still I made it. And, I came back from vacation and I did it at the night time, my requirements. So I did it. And that was a teamwork. I was excited.
And did you feel fulfilled, Bela?
Yes.
Exactly.
And I'm learning every day. It's new now. I'm confident about agile product owner, what is so at least I know all the words and meanings. So I'm happy.
Amazing. So what I take from Bela is that when you commit despite all the odds, you create, and when you create, you feel fulfilled. So it's all about committing to yourself. So amazing, 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 Bela. You have committed, you have created, and you are feeling now fulfilled. So a big round of applause to Bela. Everyone can unmute and really applaud for her. Thank you so much for sharing this amazing, powerful insight.
you.
And now I'm coming back to Anila. Anila, yes, what happened? You share now.
First of all, when Gaurav had told us that, you know, we have to come up with the BRD with with an actual project, we have to develop it. And, you know, I was like, even though I had been as a part of the whole session, that is the whole the BA sessions and the Scrum session, the actual real time, you know, the feeling, it was like the actual, we are going to, prepare the project. So it was like really very challenging, because myself and Varsha, we spoke together. We were like, what domain to take, what to select. I mean, we were completely blank because everything was new to us. Varsha said she worked in manufacturing, and it was like all the domains were new to us. So we spoke in the group, asked everyone's opinion, which domain should we come up with, on which domain should we do the project. And, you know, everyone gave us a very excellent option. And then we thought, okay, we will, rather than doing a whole project, we'll do an enhancements, because while, I mean, it was a Diwali time, we never expected, I must say, because this cooperation and this coordination we never expected, because being Diwali and all the, I mean, the whole week was, everyone was busy with Diwali. In spite of that, you know, Brijesh, I must say, Brijesh, Varsha, everyone had done their part. Because right now, I mean, after like just before presenting also, we were feeling so relaxed, because whatever is like, you know, could be done, we did it and presented as a project. So I mean, the challenges, what we had faced was like deciding on a domain, then what project we will work on. That was all the challenges what we faced. I feel that was the challenges.
Wow, amazing, amazing, amazing share, Anila. And you know what you have showcased while you were sharing, that when you take the responsibility, when you show the readiness to take the responsibility, you create something from invisible, because everything was invisible at the start, at the beginning. You were clueless about the domain and everything, and what you created, that came out of entire invisible stuff, right? So creating from invisible to visible is the true leadership, and that leadership you have shown up. So amazing for taking this responsibility. Kudos to you. Everyone can unmute and really give a round of applause to Anila. Thank you so much for sharing. And this is all about taking and declaring the responsibility you are going to take. Thank you so much, Anila. Yeah. Now back to you, Varsha, for sharing. Means I know that you played a key role, and you were in the communication with us, and you were just appearing as a Scrum Master, and that's how we were expecting you to do. Yes, share your experience. What exactly happened, Varsha?
Sure. So when this project was assigned to us, and when I proactively decided to take part as a Scrum Master, the only first thing that came into my mind is the deadline. So I, considering the problems that I already knew, that everybody has family, the responsibilities, some of us are doing jobs. So on the same night, rather, when we discussed about the project and all, same night, I actually decided that we should be done with more than 50% of the project before Diwali, because I knew these challenges going to come. And the past project that we had, even though I may not have laid all the projects, the past project that I had worked on, the deadline you keep dragging at the start, and you know, you really have to run or take the team with you at the end. And I didn't want that to happen. So on the same night, I had a call with Anila. like this is what I'm planning to do. I would like to talk with rest of the team member. So I was in the shoes of Scrum Master from that point, because I really wanted this to happen before Diwali, and I knew that there are going to be challenges. So as you, Anila, and everybody else talked, that first initially everybody is blank, but as we got into it, we started discussing more about it, more brainstorming, everything started becoming the picture more clear. And one thing I would like to specifically share here, this project brought us as a team together. So before this we were just the I would say classmates, maybe or may not be interacting with each other, but this really brought us close as a team member. And I really liked the role that I performed here, because I got to know everybody's views on this. When it's your baby, you take care of it, and that's how we took care of the project. Uh, Second important thing I would like to highlight here is that, and I could see that in everyone's talk, is that it changed us as a person, how we interact. Earlier we were not very confident with the terminologies, with the concepts, or what to do. And but after handling this project we are much more confident. And I would say, since I was looking at the document day in and out, uh, I was so confident that I didn't have to even prepare for it, for any of this part. I just didn't have to uh, look at the notes or whatever it is. So this is how this project has turned into a really good teamwork. And what was the objective that we are expected to achieve is like more detailed work on the requirement process. Even that is being achieved. I would like to highlight one point here specifically, and that is related to Anila and Brijesh. First is Anila has taken a lot of efforts. See, at least I have some work experience, even though I do not have IT experience. But Anila do not have experience. She has a small kid to take care, and still she used to sit with me. Like we used to brainstorm at one week, one of the weekend. We around 2 days, 2 nights. We discussed till 12 a.m. and we went line by line. And that was a fun. And even we spoke at that point of time that we will never forget this type of discussion. That, oh, in this first project we did so much of work, and these are really good memories. And especially with Brijesh too, he didn't have much time. He was working, and I really was feeling very awkward to disturb him. But whichever responsibility I actually assigned him, he gave a really good justice to that. And um, that was a really good fun. Now I would like to come to a one challenge that I faced here. Uh, uh, there is no hard feelings to anyone in here. We are all our team. All of us did a great job. But one thing I would like to highlight here, and that I would be very happy if in the next project we can work on this, is a more enthusiasm from all the team members. I can understand that most of the team members are new. They do not have the complete knowledge about this, but knowledge and interest or enthusiasm are two different things. uh, I can understand we have challenges. Like I too have health issues uh, during this time. Somebody might be busy with the best festivities, other things. Those are completely understood. But a little more enthusiasm can definitely add value to what work we are doing. And as Gaurav, Prerna, and I mean, you appreciated our work, but I feel it could have been also done more better, with more enthusiasm, because it brings a lot of energy here. And why I, as a team leader, or you can call a coordinator, saying this, because I'm feeling it. At the start the enthusiasm was pretty well, but when it start depreciating, I would say there could be a lot of reasons to it. I do not want to compare the challenges you guys may be facing, but it also reduces the overall team energy. And at some moment I used to feel, am I lacking somewhere? Do I need to be more creative in this case? And it used to put me a little on the downside. What should I be doing? But yes, still the team supported and we made it. So I would like to thank one more time, but I feel enthusiasm and more interest can help all of us, because we are going to be working as a professional here, and this part can definitely help us when we are looking for any kind of entry level jobs, because that's what been expected from the professionals. They should show the interest. They, or I would say, they to start with, they should more show enthusiasm, and I wouldn't use the word interest, but a more energy into it. That's what I wanted to share.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Varsha. Amazing, amazing, amazing key insights you have brought. That is starting from understanding the deadline. Everything start from there. Then taking up the leadership role and servant leadership as Scrum Master. So Scrum Master is always called as servant leadership. You have demonstrated that. And trust me, this happens when a team is geographically distributed and when things come during Diwali time, vacation time, and you have to deliver. So this is how everyone must have, and you can interact with any IT person. He will tell that we had to deliver during the Diwali time. We worked overnight, and this is what exactly you have experienced, and that is going to add a lot of value because plan was there in the mind. You determined and you showcase the dedication. And yes, exactly, it was teamwork. But when you are at leadership front, when you are organizing, planning, and bringing everyone together, every time a person feels, and this is the ice cream, I would say, he enjoys that. And this feeling is called that, okay, so little bit of enthusiasm from the team's end would have added lot of value. Okay, and this is what exactly you have failed. So for I want every one of you to unmute yourself and cheer for yourself and also for Varsha. You have done a wonderful job. So a round of applause to each one of you. Okay. Yeah. Oh, please clap everyone. Amazing. Thank you. This was amazing. Thank you. So, Prerna, do you want to quickly add something before we get into the transition mode? We are.
Honestly, I'm good. I just want all of you to sink in into this feeling that you have achieved something really wonderful through your persistent efforts, teamwork, on the basis of your knowledge. So just go with the flow and have this memory as a stepping stone in your further career. And I'm really happy and glad. I think we have everybody has done a great job, and we have got a great learning. Everybody knows where they would have to polish more or work on that area more, where they are comfortable. And everybody's communication and contribution is definitely worth it. But yes, wherever you can improve, we don't want to pinpoint anybody. Everybody, all of you are good enough to know what all you want to go ahead with, to give more focus on. So please work on yourself more. And I think that is it from my side, and I am truly happy with the overall outcome. So yes, that is all because of you and your dedication. Thank you so much.
And
Yes, God.
you know what, Chaitali, Abha, Brijesh, and Rupa, and Prerna, and Bela, and Kamini, I want to share you one wonderful thing. And Prerna, I think you can really remember this, that Varsha and Anila were the person who first joined this batch, as they kept on talking about
Right. Right.
in the month of August. Okay, and that time we actually did not start. We were just doing few mastermind calls. It was inner circle call most of the time. Okay, they started their journey from the inner circle call. They completed their every single day. They were present, I believe. And when they completed the circuit from the start to the end, they have this kind of experience where and they could take the responsibility, and they felt that they have led it. right? And every single person from here on this screen can experience the same when you complete that. So at whatever point of time you have started, today we are going to share that what exactly we are going to see tomorrow, and not tomorrow, the next day. And for that, I want you to just let me share the screen. And you know what, for any success of project you require one thing, and that I call it as a code of honor. So every success requires a code of honor. So that I have learned from my own mentor, and that I'm going to share the code of honor that protects your goal. Your goal is to get placed into the corporate of America, into the IT. And for that, I keep on requesting every one of you that show up live and be on time, be punctual, and be highly committed, because that's what you're going to reciprocate when once you get placed. And why it is important to practice over here right now, because how you do anything is how you do everything. I hope you can see my screen and see the mind map, some notes. Yes, is it yes from everyone? Yeah, thank you. And second, when you are learning, you become the student. And when you are becoming the student, I want each one of you to become the full stack student. What they do all the assignment. And when they are doing the assignment, they are also doing self-research. And when they do the self-research, they repeat what they learn. And the third one is that taking the full responsibility, whether you work, whether you succeed, whether you fail, it all because you took some action or you did not take some action, everything result. And when you declare that I did not take some action and that has resulted into the failure, that declaration makes that failure the trail of the success. Okay, so that's why I want you to take the full responsibility of your success and all of your failure if you do the assignment, whether you don't do that assignment. And on this track, I want every one of you to come up with the learning mindset, positive mindset. Go ahead, completely complaint free. And when you are going to be complaint free, always put your gratitude hat up. So wear the gratitude mindset. And the fifth one is that increase your receptivity. And for that, I have been requesting each one of you to listen to the strangest secret of the world, and the audio I have shared with you that you can put on the 2x mode for every 30 days. For next 30 days, you are going to listen to that. I personally listen to that, and this is going to bring the change in every situation and every daily activity that you are going to experience. Because of this is one of the recommendation from my end to you. If you have not received this audio track yet, you can ping me and you can ask for this track, and I'll be happily sharing that with you. And when you are increasing your receptivity, remember to follow the golden quadrant of the learning, which we call it as a declare, then learn, and then draw, and then sum it up. So how you are going to declare? We are going to declare right away, right now, and then we'll get into the learning. And today we are not going to complete, because this is the touch base of day one of business analysis track, week one. And then whatever you have learned, that you are going to draw, and that drawing you will be doing with the pen and pencil, and that in a way that you can refer it as an example while you are summarizing to any child, he can understand. And how you are going to summarize it? Either go into the screen, summarize over there, or just shoot a small video of a minute or two and put that into the group. Then we will understand that you have really summarized what you have learned well. So are you ready for the declaration?
Yes.
Yes. So at the count of 3, you are going to give yourself self high five. That is the clap. Yeah, so you're going to give yourself self high five, and then you are going to utter these words along with me, after me rather. So at the count of 3, you are going to give yourself self high five. 1, 2, 3, and clap, and utter after me. I am a quick learner.
I am a quick learner.
I'm a quick learner.
What others can learn and master, I too can do that.
What
What
others
others
can
can
learn
learn
and
from us,
master,
we can do that.
And once again, give a self high five and say that because I am an awesome and fast learner, this is going to be super duper easy learning today.
because I'm an awesome
Because
learner.
I'm an awesome learner, this is going to be super easy learning.
Today.
And this is mandatory to declare that, because when you declare, you design your own destination. And on this note, I also want to remind each one of us the sixth code of honor setting up for ourselves. When you are a learner, you need to give your ego away on the path of learning. That will make you more spiritually grounded. And when you are feeling spiritually grounded, I want you to put the intent of charity. If you are today earning small bite or any single thing, you must give back to the society, because that will not only let you grow when you give, it will also inspire many to do so. Okay, so that's why I request, and generally I request my student and every single person on the earth can do this. At least 5% or 10% you can give away to the charity wherever you believe in, and appreciate what you are doing and what others are doing for you, and even what does not happen to you, because what you appreciate appreciates you. So do you agree to follow this code of honor? Put your right palm on your heart and say, I agree to this. I agree to this. And I agree to this. Yes,
I agree to this.
these are the
agree to
six
To this.
code of honor. Thank you so much. So we are going to end, but what we are going to see the next day, that all about Be Agile Scrum. This is the game of mindset, intent, and soft skill. So if you have completed, you might have experienced that is all about agility that we are going to experience. And also we are going to see that what is the difference between what exactly agile and business analysis brings. And we will also be checking on the agile intro that is going to happen on the coming days. So I think we are good for today, and we have shared a lot. We have transitioned from end to the beginning, and this was just the intent. And I welcome you once again to the day one of the BA Business Analysis Agile Scrum track, day one. So before we could call it a day, let me ask Brijesh, one word or one sentence which comes in your mind, what you feel like saying before we end the call today. Brijesh.
Fulfilled.
Fulfilled. Amazing, Brijesh. Call out someone's name on the screen, please.
Rupa.
Rupa, what you feel like saying, Rupa, before we end the call today? About
Because of teamwork, we did it. We did the project.
we did it is the feeling, is the phrase.
Yes.
Thank you, Rupa, for sharing. So yeah, call out someone's name on the screen, please.
Cha.
Whose name you took?
Varsha.
Varsha.
Oh,
Varsha,
you took
what you
my
feel
name.
like?
Okay, yes. All the sessions are interesting, but this was super, super, super interesting.
Super, super, super interesting. Amazing. Varsha, call out someone's name on the screen.
Bila.
Bela, what do you feel like saying?
Yeah, it's a super interesting, and we did it as a teamwork. So very excited.
Super interesting and teamwork. Call out someone's name, Bela, on the screen.
Kamini.
Kamini, what do you feel like saying?
Yes. So as a teamwork, we did it like very good job. I feel that. So feel happy.
Happy, good job, and teamwork.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you. Kamini, call out someone's name on the screen, please.
Abba.
Abba, what do you feel like saying?
It was like a great feeling of doing the work.
Great feeling of doing the work. Amazing, Abba. And call out someone's name on the screen.
Anila.
Anila, what do you feel like saying?
Today I feel the session was very interesting, and myself, as you know, if I tell about myself, I feel very happy today.
Wow, amazing, Anila. Amazing. Awesome. Call out someone's name on the screen.
Chaitali.
Chaitali, what do you feel like saying on the day one?
I'm a little bit excited.
Wow, amazing.
I'm looking forward to it.
Awesome. Amazing. So Chaitali, you can call out someone's name on the screen, which you have not heard from.
Prerna.
Prerna, what do you feel like saying, Prerna ji?
Yes, I am super happy, and I really have a strong sense of gratitude to all of you that even though we had given you the assignment, but it was really great of you, and honestly so committed of all of you to do that. So and again, Chaitali joining this session, so that makes me double happy. So I'm really happy is the takeaway from my today's session. I know I have not used this word that often, but I'm really feeling great the way everything has worked out and your efforts, late night calls, Zoom meeting, collaboration. So yes, a super duper happy session for me. Over to you, Gaurav.
Yeah, so Prerna ji, one thing I just want to ask you, what do you have to say on the Diwali front? So people were quoting that it was Diwali.
Yes, I was honestly surprised. I tell you, when I was talking to Varsha, I made it really very clear that I personally did not have this much expectation that having the Diwali and having the family, having so many responsibilities, they could actually, have this much time. But I was amazed, I was surprised, I was really taken aback by seeing that everybody did their best. They could take out their time, and they actually came up with such a nice what I would say concept and entire document and the presentation. It does require efforts, right? So yes, I'm very happy, and I really hope that this Diwali has brought so much along with only the festivities, but the actual inner feeling and inner working of going towards our goals. So yes, I'm very happy on that front as well. Thank you so much.
And why did I ask you? Because I'm not sure whether you have experienced this or not. In India, I personally, in last 16 years of journey, have experienced, I think, couple of times delivering during Diwali. Okay, so this give the sense of the real-time project as well, and that you earned, every one of you. So I'm also really feeling happy and really deep gratitude for you for being the honest and the kind of commitment you have shown up. I am sure that you are heading a step ahead towards doing a live project soon in the corporate of America. And this is my vision also, seeing you placed in the corporate of America. Thank you so much. I know that you are going to make it possible. And we are meeting on next Monday at 8:30 p.m. EST. In between, everyone is recommended to attend the RRRP session, every single person, and start working on your profile, your resume. If you have already worked upon that, share that with us, with me and Prerna. And if any input is required before the approval comes in from Devji, then please go ahead and send it to us and get it approved by Devji. Okay, so that your resume becomes marketable. So this is the closing remarks. So yeah, so if nothing from anyone, we are good to end it now. So thank you so much and have a great night and amazing day ahead.
Thank
So
you guys. Take rest. You all need it.
Prerna ji, I
yeah.
would talk to you.
Yes. Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Good night.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.